Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to KCD, ECD, EGZ, ADHD, AID, NIG, So when we left off, Talmberg had just got sacked, and now we are going to do the sacking. We gotta get Talmberg back, because Sir Radzig is in there.
Yeah.
So, lords and gentle ladies, you are in the presence of a knight. And I've already started looking at armorers. I'm gonna get a big old suit of armor. I'm thinking of if I should wait to get the suit of armor and get it after I get the new house, or get it now. Just say fuck it.
God grant you help.
So, is the concoction ready?
All done. Here, take the keg. I won't be lugging a heavy great thing like that around myself.
Thank you for your help.
Well, best of luck, lad. God be with you.
Thank you, ma'am. Where would I put the armor? If I have the new house, it's gonna have its own stand. It's gonna have a stand that it can sit on. But if I get it now, there's one place that it can be, and that's in the second living room. Or in the entertainment room. The fuck is B? Pebbles.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know how helpful streaming is. I really don't. I'm just playing a video game. A video game that not very many people want to watch. But I don't care, I'm having fun being a knight. Thanks, Beep Beep.
God be with you.
This ought to help with your sleepy soldiers.
What's in it? It stinks to hell.
Yes, and it's hellish potent too. A drop in the evening, and you won't fall asleep till just before noon.
Really? I hope it does the job. That it doesn't give them a runs in the process.
Hopefully not. But if it does, well, it's hard to sleep with the runs, isn't it?
True enough. But you're not much good as a guard when you're squatting in the bushes. Goodbye.
Did it get ornamental or full contact? Full contact. I don't... See, like, I would love to make... Or not make... I would love to have it made to be looking good. And... I would love it to look good and be full contact, but I have a feeling that either that's going to be incredibly expensive, or it's going to not exist, period. I just kept watching these knight fights over and over and over again, and this guy, he gets the axe beaten out of his hand, and you know what he does? He doesn't go for the axe. He doesn't do anything like that. No, he fucking starts punching the guy. It's fucking fun. It looked really fun.
God bless you. What troubles you?
I came to an agreement with Comrade.
He's already here. You wouldn't believe how clever that fellow is. Now we really will build that trebuchet. That I guarantee you.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. And the men will be too when the assault starts. Fine work. You've certainly saved many lives. I probably shouldn't, but go and have a look in my trunk. You might find something there you can use.
Thank you.
There is an awful lot of junk in your trunk, sir.
How are you?
I think learning how to be a blacksmith would be cool. Yeah, no, it'd definitely be an incredibly valuable, like, thing. You know, like you would be able to,
Take care.
like you'd be able to make some serious money off of that, I'd say.
Is there anything you can tell me about Talmberg's weak points?
The truth is, Talmberg has far too few weaknesses. Who'd have thought that was something I'd come to regret?
Pity they didn't...
Toth is a wily fox. If he'd had all his men with him there would have been real
What do you think of Master Keyser?
He definitely knows what he's doing. And all that wild talk of his, rockets and such like. I'd almost let him try it out, but on some other castle.
Do you think there's any truth in it?
I've never seen such weapons used, so I can't really judge. But if his ideas worked, they'd change the way we make war. He showed me some of the drawings he has with him. I don't know if he's a genius or a madman.
Is there anything else I can help?
Well, we need some pitch. I know you had dealings with the charcoal burners.
I've met a few, true enough.
Then have a look around the area. If you manage to find any pitch, bring it to our quartermaster in the camp at the quarry.
I spent the majority of this morning, which is mostly the reason why it was late. I spent the majority of this morning putting together a chair. And man, it is nice. There's Divish. Charcoal burners. So like the game's a little choppy. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. No clue. Wasn't choppy yesterday, but it's only when you're talking to somebody. But yesterday, my blue chair that I've had for about 3 years, the wheels just started splitting off. I don't have an explanation, they just started splitting off. So I ended up using, see what's funny, I bought a new chair and kept it in the box because I was like, I don't really need it right now. And then the blue chair started falling apart and I was like, oh shit, well, it's a good thing I bought that brand new chair then. Yeah, the game lags during conversations. Please keep that in mind. I literally don't know how to fix it. There might be something I can do. Everything is already as low as I want it to go. It doesn't get any lower without looking like dog shit.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
I'm looking for some pitch for Talmberg.
Already? What happened to the last lot we supplied?
I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Do you have any, or don't you?
I do. I had a buyer lined up, but it's been a while since he showed his face. What do you need it for?
Talmberg's been taken by a horde of brigands, so we're laying siege to it. We could use some pitch.
Christ blood. I hadn't heard the news. All right, it's all yours. You gave us a hand with that ginger when we needed it, and if it's for Sir Divish, I know my duty. If you want to haul it away yourself, feel free, or I can get someone to deliver it to you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Goodbye.
You can imagine me wearing the Mordhau armor. I would love to wear the full suit of Mordhau armor in real life. That would be rad. The thing is, that would require an armor smith that knows exactly what I'm talking about and would be able to replicate something like that. And it would be half ornamental and it would be for a full contact sport. So we would be looking at either an extremely expensive piece of armor, or it's not going to look half as good as it does in Mordhau because my body size does not fit what they're expecting.
Yeah.
How's the coat of arms submissions looking? I've got a couple really great ones, and I've got a bunch of ones made on paper. Waltz of the Wizard? I think I've already got that.
You should come to me.
The charcoal burners nearby have some stocks of pitch they'll let us have.
That's handy. Sir Robard will be pleased. What little we had left was running out, and he was getting worried.
Well, he can stop
Isn't
worrying.
pitch like tar?
Good. I'll get someone to take care of it. Luck to you.
Forgot what pitch was.
Yeah.
I wonder how this whole scenario works out if you have sex with Sir Divish's wife. Because I said no. I haven't had any sex this playthrough because I'm going for the virgin achievement. But what if you totally nail Sir Divish's wife?
The Lord be praised.
I wonder if he would be upset at you. I doubt he figures it out.
How do you feel, Sir Divish? How's the shoulder?
I felt better, boy. I feel awful, truth be told. And my shoulder's paining me.
Let someone tend to the wound and you'll soon be better.
The flesh can be healed, perhaps. But the spirit... Henry, can you do something for me?
What is it you need, sir?
I need a priest as well as a physician. The closest was in Rovna. But I don't know what happened to him. And then there's the one from Ujits. What's his
Sir
name?
Godfried.
Godwin.
Godwin.
But why would you need a priest? The wound will heal, especially with the help of one of the monks.
It's not about me. I've got a lot of wounded here that won't see morning, and dead men. And I have to confess my sins.
Pitch is another name for resin? Okay.
How do you like Master Keyser, Sir Divish?
How do I like him? As if it's not enough to hurl giant boulders at my castle, he wants to throw kegs of gunpowder.
I understand, but he has to do something.
Those boulders could hit my wife. And if they don't get her, the gunpowder could burn her to death along with Sir Radzig.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I know how you feel. I feel much the same. When we're done, what state will my castle be in? What will I do if the worst happens? What? Enough of that. Better to spend my time in prayer than worry. God be with you.
What type of armor would I like to have? Like really nice looking armor, but also armor that's like I want it to be completely valuable, like viable armor that can handle a fight, like getting the shit kicked out of me. I want that to protect me, of course, full contact. But I also want it to look good. I don't really care if it's got like a shitload of like latches and shit like that. I just want it to look nice. And the closest thing I can think of is Mordhau armor. The armor I have in Mordhau is so pretty. Thinking about getting that. But first I gotta find someone.
God be with you.
There's something I need from you, Father Godwin.
Is there, my son? How can I help?
There are a lot of dead and wounded at Talmberg, and no one to make the sign of the cross on their foreheads.
I'd like to help, but sadly I simply can't. My own parishioners are watching me closely, and if I make just one false move, they'll have the bishop down on my back.
But Sir Divish himself...
If he wants me, let him come and speak to me himself. But I'm not going anywhere. It's your fault I have to live with a sword dangling over my head, Hal. And don't think I've forgotten it.
I never forced you to do anything. And just because I didn't help you out, you're denying God's forgiveness to innocent strangers.
How dare you? Do you think I'd stoop to such pettiness? My reasons are honorable.
All right, I understand. So why don't you turn it round on them? Why don't you say you'll go to Talmberg because it's the right thing to do and your Christian duty, even though you might be shot in the process? You like that saint?
Sebastian, That might help, I suppose. Tell me the truth. Is the air really thick with arrows?
It is a siege, but all the camps are well out of range, so you don't have to worry about that.
Well, see how the martyrdom angle works, and then I'll go. At least getting out of here for a while will give me a break from all those judgmental looks. To forgive is human, damn it! Or is it to err that's human? I can never remember. Goodbye.
Good look at Steel Mastery. Get your Brigandine armor from that. I feel like I should meet my armor smith in person. British?
Yeah.
Seem like I would like night fights. I used to fight a lot when I was in elementary and middle school, but I never learned how to actually fight until I got into high school, where I didn't really get into too many fights. But the thing is, like, that's just how it was. You just beat a little bit of ass. Am I seriously planning on getting armor made for myself? Yep. There's no half-assing armor meant to protect you. I am going to be punching people and getting punched. Am I undefeated? I have lost 2 fights. But those were so long ago. I was so young. I was a tiny little lad. When I was young, kids would like push me and talk shit, and I went to mostly black kids school, so I always got in fights because nobody likes the only white kid there. I did have a lot of black friends though, and they were great. That's when I learned that you don't judge someone by their color, but by their character. But I did get in a lot of fights. Some of them were with more than one person. My first day of middle school, I got in a fight with a bunch of ne'er-do-wells. Because they were fucking with my wallet. So I turned around, shouted in one of their faces, and I wasn't really happy about that because I looked like a damn fucking idiot. But I shouted in one of their faces, and then I headbutt them in the nose and broke it. I got into a lot of fights, dude. I'd like to be able to lose weight with something fun.
I'll come to ask for help.
Again? Such trying times we live in. God is testing us all. So what is it you need?
Their lordships have laid siege to Talmberg, and the brigands have wounded Sir Divish and many other people. I'm to ask if the monastery might send someone to help.
These are tragic times. Fortunately, I've only a little work left to do here, so I'll gather my things and set off for Talmberg.
Thank you, Father. May God reward you 1,000 times.
Do you like how I walk? Do you like how I talk? Do you like how my face disintegrates in a truck? Thought I was, losing weight with Gorilla Tag. You are correct. I was. The thing is, I'm waiting for Gorilla Tag to get any fucking of actual value updates. Like, I'm not asking for fucking him to rework the fucking movement system. I'm just saying, hey man, where's the maps? There aren't any. Ooh, Tyrion, watch your paws, okay? I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. What's my reputation in Ratai? Like 90 something. It's all positive. You never got into a fight and you don't know how? Well, every time I give advice on something that just comes instinctually, people are like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If you've never been in a fight, I can't help you. I just know I've been in more fights than I can count, and none of them were pretty. Like, I've argued with words over and over and over again, and I've argued with my family, and arguing, those kinds of fights, those don't count. I have gotten into actual full-blown fist fights and choked people out before. There was a kid that was being an asshole when I was in trying to remember what grade I was in. I couldn't have been in anything past, what the fuck? Are you a bandit? What are you? Huh? A guard? Multiple guards that are crouching? What are these people doing? Okay. Weird. Are you a bandit? No, you're a guard. Okay. But, no, I never really, like, there was a kid being an asshole, and everybody was telling him to stop, like, cut it out, and perhaps my words were not the most gracious of words, but everybody was telling him to cut it out. And this was in football of 6th grade. So he grabs me by my helmet, and I'm much taller than this kid, so it hurts my back a lot when he grabs my helmet. So I grab him by his, and I fling it around, and I land him on his back. I'm sitting on top of him, holding his fucking helmet. I put my hand inside of the face guard of the helmet and start punching him in the face. They had to get the coach to come pull me off of him. And it was around that fight I realized, man, I'm not really into getting into fights for no reason. This is just stupid. These people are just not worth my time. And then there was another kid when I was in 6th grade at a different school. And I didn't move because of whatever. I moved schools every year. I was never in the same school for very long, so making friends was always hard. How many laps I run for that? Coach never saw it, so no laps for me. Oh wait, no, not the coach. I don't remember if the coach saw it, but I don't remember having to run laps. The point is, there was another kid, and he was being an asshole, and he punched me in the stomach, and he was so fucking small that I picked him up and threw him on the ground. Getting into fights with people that are just being assholes, it's just not fun because they're just being assholes. No one comes out of this engagement a better person. But when, like, if I'm in a knight outfit, I bet that's gonna be fun. Getting into fights for the, like, sole purpose of, alright, hey, we're gonna fucking reenact this shit. It's gonna be great. when I was in high school, was there a freshman that just needed to be decked? I did not get in too many fights. I did not get in like any engagements or altercations in high school because the rules for fighting in high school were so fucking strict. If you got into one fight in high school, you were 100% guaranteed to be, what's it called? You were going to get ISS for an entire calendar year. So, if you got into a fight on the last day of school, you would be in ISS for your entire next grade until you got out of that grade. So, it wasn't really worth getting in fights back then. It was just a giant waste of everybody's time, because everybody knew it was just not, it just wasn't worth it. Now we had kids that like got into like scraps outside the school, sure, but it wasn't anything like big deal. It just wasn't worth anybody's time. Nobody cared. However, I do think there was this one time, and it wasn't a fight. It was more like just somebody needed to get like a punch to the fucking face. There was a kid, and I can't remember his name, but we were in theater. And he was like, alright, hey, I need you to get angry for me, okay? And I was like, what do you mean, like, get angry? Like, I can get angry, but you have to be, like, more specific. And he's like, what does this do? And he starts pushing me, I was like, come on, I need you to get angry. And I'm like, alright, I can get angry. I'm going to get angry for you, but you better stop fucking pushing me. And he goes, what? And he starts pushing me. And so I got up real close, and I grabbed him by the shirt, and I just started fucking hitting him in the face. And because he was a dedicated theater kid, he was like, hey man, that's the kind of anger I need. But did you have to punch me? I said, I told you to stop fucking pushing me. Like, you tell someone, they don't listen, they're gonna get their ass whooped. I don't know what to tell them. I don't like fighting for no fucking reason, but if you're not gonna listen to me, there's going to be issues. Just not worth the time. Do you like how I talk? Do you like how I walk? Do you like how my face disintegrates into chalk? How's my cat doing? Tyrion is currently jumping all around me, waiting for me to do something. Ooh. Tyrion, back up. Food's here. Alright. I'm trying to remember, there was another kid. I think this was the first fight I actually, like, lost, I think. And it was really more like a mutual thing. I'm not trying to play it down. I got a bunch of bruises. I think that was the first time I got, like, a bunch of bruises. There was a kid that was calling me a girl, just kept calling me a girl, and at first it didn't bother me, but this was before I was like more thick-skinned than I am now. And it just got really, really, really annoying. And I told him to stop. And so he punched me in the chin. And then I tried to get him in a headlock and it didn't work, and he just kept punching me, and it just didn't work. And yeah, I ended up getting a lot of bruises. I would say, even though nobody like fell during that fight and nobody really like gave up, it just got broken up. I'll gladly admit that I did not win that fight. I definitely got way more bruises than he did. Did I hit him back? I probably hit him once. I didn't do so hot. I gladly admit that I lost that fight. It takes a lot of, like, I think growing up to realize when and where you did well and where your faults came up. And I don't think I did very well. I think I just started a fight for no reason when I didn't mean to, over words that meant nothing, over somebody that I thought was my friend, and we were still friends. I just ended up not being in the best state of mind, I guess. Yeah, no one ever, like, got knocked down and nobody stayed down. It's just, I got a bunch of bruises on me, and that was just the end of it. Doesn't matter if you get beat or hurt, just get back up. That is a great piece of advice that I wish I had way back in the day. But I've never been in a fight where I didn't get back up. I always got back up. I'm definitely proud of my stature when it comes to that. The thing is, there was another fight that I had when I was in middle school again. Not again, but when I was in middle school. It was probably in 6th or 7th grade, I think. I don't exactly remember. This Mexican kid, he was like poking me, and he wasn't really starting anything, but I grabbed his hand and told him, I was like, hey man, you need to stop. And so he hits me in the chin. So I fucking slug him in the chin, and he falls over. And that was the end of it. And we both got ISS, and everybody's like, oh my god, what the fuck? How did that happen? It's like, it's just some fucking Mexican kid was talking shit. I don't know, like, he hit me and I hit him back and he fell over. I don't know what to tell him. You don't want to get in a fight for no reason. You want to get in a fight on good terms. If you get into a fight with some fucking dickhead at school, you're just asking for trouble. The only thing fights do is risk your reputation. Nobody wants to get in a fight and then lose. Because then everybody starts going, oh wow, he started the fight and then he got his ass beat, and now people talk shit about him behind his back. Because that's what happened to all the blacks and Mexicans that lost to me when I was in school. Oh shit, there's that white kid again. Oh, I hope he doesn't start another fight. It's like, I didn't fucking start any of these. I've started one fight and I got my ass handed to me, and I'll gladly admit I got my ass handed to me. I don't start fights. I fucking hate starting fights because it's a waste of my fucking time. You hate the trope you have to be a bigger man and just take the hits? No, 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 never just take the hits. If someone is trying to hurt you, you need to defend yourself. You only get in fights via self-defense. You don't ever start fights. If you start fights, you are part of the problem. Yeah, that's the same for all the schools that I've been in, Compass. If you're going to, like, get punished for doing something, you might as well just go hard. Like, you're gonna get in trouble anyway. You might as well just do what you can. You came to hear some N-words? Well, you were fresh out of luck. Because I don't say the N-word. How's the kitty? He's currently sitting beneath me, thinking he's gonna get some of my lunch. Drop into cauldron. Whoops. Can we talk about politics? Sure. What could possibly go wrong? Ow, my wrist. Who uses the plastic knife? Why would you bother putting a plastic knife in here? If I can't cut it with a plastic fork, I'm not gonna bother. Thoughts on the Dr. Pepper shake and Whataburger? The only shake worth getting, to be honest. How did I become a knight? I bought the knighthood. I told Flork of Cows after that. I was like, "Hey, dude, I'm a knight," and he goes, "Oh shit, dude, I'm a duke." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." And he showed me his official plaque of his dukedom. And now Flork is considered your grace, and I'm considered a sir. That's fucking rad. Drop the cobweb and eyebright in the cauldron. Talking real life? Yep. I am an honorary knight. I am officially a knight. And Flork is a duke. He is your grace, and I am a sir. How much? Boil the mixture for 3 turns. Okay. How much it set me back? It was 120 bucks. I don't care. Is the sword I ordered shipped yet? Yes, it shipped. Do I think collabs with other YouTubers are limited due to the fact of my mannerisms? Probably. But then again, if they were upset at me for saying a word that everybody said all the time back in the day, then they're probably people I don't want to collab with. My throat okay? My throat is fine. There's always something in my throat. Be it, phlegm, or dick, or food. Happy birthday, Grandma, from Texas Red. Type of sword? It's like a two-handed claymore of some kind. There's an activity giver in Scarlet's? Well, fuck, we're going to Scarlet's. I just want to see what's up. What's so special about using different kinds of dice for Farkle? Increase your chances of winning. You'd pay me if you could? Nah, it doesn't cost anything to do that.
Yeah.
Sure, Senator. Make me a mace. But don't hurt yourself. Looks like all the bandits are gone. Pardon me? Pardon me again? The hell? Are these humans? They are, they're humans. Or people wearing human outfits.
Good day, Henry.
What the fuck?
What are you doing here?
I and His Majesty, King of the Cumans, are here to examine his new estates.
King of the Cumans? Sigismund?
No. Sigismund is King of Hungary. The Cumans have their own king.
And what's His Majesty doing here without his armies?
Well, the king, His Most Noble Majesty, is fond of hand-to-hand combat. And to indulge his passion, he goes around in the guise of an ordinary soldier.
I see. So his opponents won't go easy on him, and he can indulge his passion to the full. So I can fight him too.
Certainly. All you have to do is lay a wager, which is His Majesty's other great passion. A right royal wager.
So they're not humans. They're just humans. They're just bandits dressed up as humans. What the fuck are they doing in Skalitz, though? That's fucking suspicious. Sorry, I'm stirring up my rice.
That seems fishy to me. Why all the disguises?
The king
Welcome,
is
Henry.
bored of all the jousting and swordplay.
Welcome, Henry.
Especially since he's such a good fist fighter. Only the others don't want to brawl with him because, well, he's the king. And anyway, they prefer their swords. So this is the only way he can enjoy his entertainment.
That sounds to me like a load of nonsense. You're a band of liars and cheats.
If you don't like it, go on your way. I'm sure someone else will be honored to challenge the greatest fighter in the Holy Roman Empire.
What a shame. I should reload that save, actually.
Yeah.
Seen Stone Toss comics? Yeah, Stone Toss is funny sometimes. I feel Stone Toss is sort of a hit or miss.
What are you... King of the...
No!
And what's it?
Well,
I see.
certainly.
Alright. I'll challenge this king of yours.
Very well. But of course, His Majesty can't waste his time with any old peasant. First, you have to prove yourself worthy.
I've a feeling it's going to cost me something.
Naturally. That's the beauty of the thing. We'll start with Rakov Lamb, the king's most faithful bodyguard. I'll take the money. I'm His Majesty's treasurer.
Give me just a sec. Finished my chicken. And I'm gonna pop open this fortune cookie real quick. You have a heart of gold. Aww. Ah. Pardon me. Pardon me.
God be with you, Henry.
Why are they greeting me like that?
Can I challenge your king now?
You've beaten the king's bodyguard, true. But I can't let you fight His Majesty yet. First, you have to beat his good friend Ash.
Oh! The headcracker skill keeps knocking them on their ass.
Can I challenge your...
Right. You've beaten both of those...
God. He's wearing a helmet, so I can't.
No kurwa. Jesus Christ. Ow. God. You're dead. Shit. Peace.
Punching him like right in his fucking helmet.
You know how this one ends. God.
Oh, his helmet's all broke now. I whittled it down into nothing.
Fucker.
I beat the king of the Cumans.
Where's my money, you lousy dog?
What money?
The money I won fighting your king.
Oh, that money. I see. We don't have any. So, tough luck.
I won't be fobbed off. I'll get that coin from you one way or another.
Then how do you propose to do that? It's 4 against 1. Not good odds for you.
We'll see about that.
You asked for it.
Just gonna do this over and over again.
So, have you had enough? Or would you like a second helping?
All right. You win. Here's your money. Just leave us be.
Now get out of my sight. And don't let me see you here again, or you'll regret it.
Thanks for the 1,000 groschen, you dickheads. It's 4 versus 1, and even 4 then. Nice, we got auto brew. Fuck yeah. Now I can go to any alchemy bench and try out auto brewing. $1,000's barely anything. 1,000's quite a lot when you haven't stolen everything in the fucking... I've stolen everything that isn't nailed down, so... Where's my fork? There it is. Can I just draw my coin? Well, they're just brawlers. It's an even fist fight. If you bring out swords, then it's not an even fist fight. I know they were being dicks about it, but I'm not gonna kill someone over some money. Tyrion?
I'd like to throw some dice.
Your fame precedes you, but you won't get the better of me. By Christ, they're falling your way, and no mistake. We'll see. That'll do me. If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Yeah. Ah, bitch. Thought I was doing really well.
That's all. Sod this. Hey! I'm dying of thirst here.
I played a real game of Farkle with our third roommate. And I played some with Mason. And it was actually really, really fun.
I hope that's the end of it.
Like, we played and played and played, and I got my ass handed to me because I wasn't using cheating dice.
Holy mother of God, why do you punish me?
Don't bet all of your fucking money. I don't know what to tell you. And so, we're playing, and I'm like, alright, that's 2,000 points, and I'm gonna roll again. And he's like, you only have 1 die left. And I'm like, yep. And I rolled, and he goes, wait. And he starts playing Jotaro's theme. Dum dum. Dum dum. And then we wait, and right when the beat drops on that song, I lift the cup up, and it was a 5, and it was so fucking great. We had a great time. Sparkle is such a fun game when you're not taking it seriously. Oh, that's Jorno's theme? Okay, then it was someone's theme, I don't remember. It's Piss Drinker Boy's theme. Technically, he didn't actually drink it. He turned the piss into a jellyfish. Or he turned his tooth into a jellyfish and absorbed the piss. Maybe she should be built in a few days. Tyrion! Oh my god, you're a cat! He just keeps meowing. Tyrion. Tyrion, say something. Meow. Okay, he won't meow. I'm receiving a phone call. Hello? Nothing, just doing what I was doing the last time you called. That's me, my gaming. Yep. What are you doing right now? Okay. Let me put you... Oh, shoot. Oh. You wanna know something funny, Mom?
What?
I'm a knight. I'm a knight.
Somebody knighted you?
Yeah, I have a knightship.
Oh, who gave that to you?
The Principality of Sealand.
Okay. That's good. Glad to hear that.
Yeah. So, legally, I am a sir now. But I don't think they require that on any type of application.
No. Well, is this Scott Disick a sir? Do you know who that is?
Can you say it again?
Scott Disick from the Kardashians. He's like a sir. or something. Lord. He's a lord, not a sir.
Yeah,
And I was gonna say,
sirs are
he's a
cooler.
jackass.
Sirs are cooler.
They don't really, he's a jackass, so it doesn't really help much. But that car just pulled out in front of me and stopped. Asshole.
Yep, that's
Ugh,
that's
I hate traffic.
that's assholes for you.
Yeah, I was just calling you because
Okay, you want me there before 10, right? Okay, then that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Okay. Right. No, I get you. I get you. That's good. Then we'll have to do that after I help you move. All right, sounds like a plan. Monday. Yeah, no, I'm waking up on time and everything. All right, Mama, I love you too. Yes, ma'am. Love you too. Bye. So you're a night hound now, huh? That's kind of how I expect it to go with my dad. Like, hey, Dad, I'm officially a sir. And he's like, you're a what? I'm like, yeah, I'm a sir. I'm a knight. And he's like, more like Sir Gay. And I'm like, no, damn it, Dad. Oh, he got me. Trying to think of what I should do. I should just fast travel around and look around for some, Here, go to Privislavets. Oh, the trebuchet's done. Let's go. Let's do it. You challenge me to a game of pontoon? Sounds dumb. I decline. Who's got owned?
Yeah.
Let's see how strong those walls are.
Let it rip!
That was just the first shot. The trebuchet has to be calibrated. That's perfectly normal. I'll have the range in no time.
You fucking missed. But hey, it's a working trebuchet. Like, it works.
Move. Move. Damn it, I have to get to Sir Divish. Sir, they're coming. There's no time.
Someone bring water. Breathe, man. You'll be all right. Who's coming?
There's an army on the way. And they're carrying the colors of Havel Medic of Valdek. And they're very close.
Havel Medic. He's surely not coming to help us.
Not that bastard. I have a score to settle with him.
Ooh.
Gentlemen, Toth's reinforcements are about to descend on us.
That swine.
How many men?
We don't know exactly, but there are many, and they will probably be here by dawn.
So soon? How is it that we knew nothing about this before?
The whole land is in chaos. It's a wonder we can find out anything at all.
If they attack from the rear...
We'd be finished, just as Toth has been planning.
The sneaky weasel.
He's been one step ahead of us the whole time.
Not this time, though.
What are you thinking?
Robard, how do you think the weather will be tomorrow?
Well, sir, if my joints don't deceive me, and they rarely do, it'll rain. It'll rain buckets.
Here.
They don't even have a meteorologist yet, and they're like, yeah, it's gonna rain.
You will wait until they charge us.
Fun fact about this game, every cutscene has a chicken.
Here and here. If we succeed, we'll have it over and done with before they notice anything in Townburg.
Really?
It might just work.
Huh. I'll have to check that out.
But we'll have to leave someone in the encampments in case they do come out of Talberg.
A few men will be all I need.
Well, that depends on whether you can hold out. We don't even know how many there are.
We will hold out.
I'll give the orders to my men.
We will be ready.
My part in the battle, sir. I wanted to go with the Skalitz men.
I need more than that from you.
More, sir?
If we can't hold out at the quarry, we're finished. You, I, Hanish, and Radzik. And since Hanish is commanding the flank attack, Radzik is captive and I'm wounded, Captain Robard will be leading on the field.
Of course. Who better?
There's no question Robard's a good commander. But many of the men will be from Skalitz. We need someone there who knows them and has their respect.
Sir?
I mean you, Henry.
But that is...
I'm commanding an army.
I want to be in the vanguard.
Now hear me well, Henry. There are whole cemeteries full of heroes who rushed into danger. And if the first Cuman you meet runs you through, it won't be good for morale. Not to mention that Radzik would have my guts for garters. In the battle, you and a group of Skalitz men will be concealed in the woods over the road.
But sir, I think I should...
Quiet! Don't underestimate the task I'm setting you. You'll have to keep nervous men on a short rein and not attack too soon. And then conduct the attack on the rear so fiercely and quickly that the foe has no chance to react. If the line should start to break, we need someone with their head firmly on their shoulders to keep control of the men.
Very well, sir.
That's what I like to hear. When you're ready, go and join the Skalitz men. They'll be mustering in the woods above the road to Ratay.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm excited. Okay, gentlemen, and perhaps ladies. Let's see. There's the bow. Do we go sword or do we go bonk? Sword, bonk, sword, bonk, sword, bonk. Pardon me. What's the plan of action here? Bonk? You guys feeling bonk? Bonk it is.
If you thought...
What do I think, huh? He's not saying anything.
And if there's
There
one
we go,
thing
okay.
we pride ourselves on in Talmberg, is that we defend the honor of our goat.
Pebbles.
All right, down to business. Get ready.
Yeah.
Are there multiple types of shields? Yes, everything from bucklers to rounded to wooden to Bausch shields, I believe. I don't think there's towers. Everything that's forearm width and length is about all that's acceptable.
Ho! Ho!
Just a little longer. Not yet.
Easy. Easy.
Fuck, that's a lot. But they're not wearing helmets. Prime bonk.
Easy, man.
Damn it! They were expecting us! First troops to the bridge!
Oh, what the fuck happened to my vision?
And the rest, come with me! We'll flank the bastards!
At them! Charge! Grind those horsens into the dirt!
I took so many drugs, and my vision is through the roof. However, this is prime bonking weather. I can barely tell who's on my side. They're moving forward too much. You gotta get to Sirhanish. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Sirhanish! Fucking slaughtered you bastards.
Here's their leader.
What? This boy?
You should show a little more respect, Divish. You'll need it when you kneel before Istvan. Oh, now the pup shows his teeth.
Istvan, you say? Not Sir Istvan? Or Lord Toth? Just how intimate are the two of you?
I know him. He's Eric, Toth's captain and right-hand man.
Finally, some good news. Shackle him and guard him closely.
Those bastards want to destroy our trebuchet.
We're a little far from the trebuchet. What you think?
Yeah.
All the potions I drank, I'm a little hammered too. I want that guy's armor. It's Hans! He's handsome! It's my boy! It's my handsome boy, Sir Hans! Get him, Hans! Yeah! Hey! No bonk! Yeah. Oh god, that's a lot. Arrows might be more helpful here. Oh, okay. Oh. Chainmail. Oh yeah, these are all poison, bro. Oh fuck, I think I just killed an ally. Oh damn! fuck is up, bro? It was all thanks to Hans.
Well,
The damage isn't too serious.
so we can shoot.
Not just yet.
Sir, what are we waiting for?
You've heard his threats, Robard. Do you want him to kill Radzik and my wife? We have to consider all our options.
And it would be a shame to destroy the castle, too. But how do we get that rat out of there?
Sir, I might have a solution. What about exchanging hostages? He was the captain at Vranjik, and he brought Istvan's reinforcements here. He seems to be on very, intimate terms with Toth.
Gay?
He might be able to tell us something. And he might even be as valuable to his lord as Lady Stephanie and my father are to us.
You're your father's son, by God.
You're a godsend, lad. You're right. We'll interrogate this whore, son, and then decide what to do next. Come to my tent when you've rested.
What are you gonna do, shoot me? Says man pelted by arrows.
Or make your peace with God.
Do your worst. I won't betray.
Ah, Henry. Just the man I want.
Oh, fuck.
This fool would rather hang than sing. You know more about him than we do, so maybe you can get something out of him.
Well now, Eric. It is Eric, isn't it? Looks like the boot's on the other foot this time, doesn't it? Fuck you. You need to change your tone. If you start being nice, you might just come out of this alive. So now I'll ask you a few questions, and you better think carefully about how you answer them.
I should have taken a bard potion, but I am ahead of him on just about everything.
Who is this Toth?
He's an orphan, same as me. The Turks killed his parents, so he started killing Turks. Sigismund needed men like that, so Istvan ended up in his service.
How did you meet him?
He killed my parents.
What?
What?
Toth killed your parents?
You could never understand. They were weak. Istvan's strong.
What?
He took better care of me than any father.
What is he after?
Are you really that clueless? To destroy Wenceslas's allies. You.
How many men does he have in the castle?
How should I know? There were nearly 70 of us at the beginning, but there's probably not even half left. But that's still more than there ever were in that castle. More than enough to defend it.
Freud. Find out about Eric's past. Easy. That was easy. Having shitloads of strength, speech, and royalty was all I needed.
Who does he take his orders from?
Are you stupid? He works for Sigismund.
Listen to me. Toth has hostages in the castle, and we have you. So, how about an exchange?
Do you take him for a fool? Do you really think he'd give up the only thing he has that stops you from attacking? He'll never accept an exchange.
You better pray he will, for your own sake. Because once we attack, you'll be worthless to us. And what do you suppose will happen to a worthless bandit? I won't waste any more time on you. You could have saved yourself, but apparently you value your master's skin more than your own.
I don't need to save myself. Istvan will save me.
Tyrion, fuck!
Every last one of you.
Why should he save you? He'll sacrifice you, just like everyone in Vranjik and Pribyslavitz. You're nothing but a common bandit.
You don't know anything. He'll come for me.
You don't know.
Anyone who lays a
Don't
finger
save
on me
me.
will pay dearly.
Now I'm curious. Why would he care that much about you? Could it be your lovers?
You never understand.
For a while there, I thought we'd get nothing out of him. But in the end, he spilled his guts.
I thought you were much too easy on him. But it seems your approach was the right one. Well done, lad. Anyway, it's clear that young fellow is no ordinary brigand. And he believes Toth cares about him. We'll just have to see if the bastard cares as much about him as Divish does about his wife and you about your father.
That's just funny.
Well, Divish, I think the time has come to find out just how much Toth values our hostage. Do you want to parley with him yourself?
I think I'll leave that to you, Hanish.
So be it. I'll do my utmost. Bring the hostage below the battlements.
Gay, lol. Listen, I'm not gay. It's just if Sir Hans wanted to have a good little, like, man-on-man fun time, there's literally no way I would say no. But who would say
Sir
no?
Istvan! What is it? Did our neighborly visit catch you unprepared?
A little, but we've settled in nicely. And this fellow is enjoying our company so much, we simply can't get rid of him. It seems we are in similar situations. Perhaps it's time to send our respective guests home.
Not a chance. Do you take me for a fucking fool? Be warned. If anything happens to Eric, I'll let every manjack here have his way with this bitch, and I'll dice Kobila into goulash meat.
Nobly spoken, your grace. But for all I know, you may have done that already.
Divish, I'm sorry.
I slept with Henry.
Greetings, friends. Fear not, Lord Toth is treating us like royalty.
They're unharmed, as you can see. But don't try any tricks, or they won't be for long, Hanush.
It seems your lord doesn't place any great value in you, boy.
Go to hell. I'm sorry. It looks like it's not going to be that easy.
Well, at least we know they're alive. I didn't expect much of it anyway.
He won't harm them as long as we have this fellow.
Well, friends, what do you suggest?
I'd say we have no choice but to attack.
It's a great risk, Robard, with Stephanie and Radzig inside.
I know how you feel, sir, but Toth is no fool. They are his last safeguard. He will do nothing to harm them until he is sure of victory.
Would you be saying that if it were your wife inside?
Or your father? Well, let me point out that we have no choice anyway. We don't have enough supplies to keep men here for weeks, while gangs of brigands and Sigismund's army roam the countryside. Toth won't agree to an exchange, and even if he did, we'd have to let him go. With all his men, he'd be a thorn in our sides till Judgment Day.
Sir, a message has arrived.
What is it?
Margrave Jobst is approaching with his retinue and wants to speak with you.
Jobst, you say? All right.
What is he doing here?
Who's Jobst? Jobst of Luxembourg is cousin to King Wenceslaus and Sigismund. He's the Margrave of Moravia.
Only a year ago, he was collaborating with Sigismund and the League of Lords. He betrayed King Wenceslas and his ally Prokop. Now, he's changed sides, appointed himself the leader of the rebellion against Sigismund, and wants to liberate Wenceslas.
The fuck?
The wind blows.
Nevertheless, it seems the decision is made for us. We don't want Jobst camping with us in front of our own castle like a band of gypsies.
I'm afraid you're right, Hanish. All right. We'll let the men rest a while, and then attack.
Damned politics!
Come to me when everything is ready.
Tyrion fell asleep. He fell asleep behind my monitor. It's warm back there, so he fell asleep. He fell asleep. Pardon me. Could it be you two were lovers? I forget. What does it say in the Bible? If a man lays down with another man, it's an abomination. So I'm wondering what all these Christian people have to say about that. Sir Eric and Sir Toth are gay.
I'm glad you came.
At your service, sir.
I'm about to give the order to bombard Talmberg. And since it's mainly thanks to you that we still have a trebuchet, I think you should have the honor of the first shot.
I'd be delighted.
To smash my castle? I can't say I share your enthusiasm.
Sorry, sir. I didn't mean it like that.
There's nothing to it. The men will load the trebuchet. All you have to do is pull the
Oh, his
lever.
reputation for sharing enthusiasm.
Then we'll bombard Talmberg for several days. Sir Robard will explain what comes next. See you later.
Reputation lost. What do you mean reputation lost? I didn't do anything wrong. Is that helmet not broken, just battle worn? It is dirty. My helmet is filthy. I'm going to the bats right now to fix it. Hopefully the baths are still here. Yeah, there's no one in this town. I have to go to a different place that has baths. And I can't think of too many places that actually have bathhouses. That are nearby, at least. Is Mirhohead? Nope. Rivoslavets probably would have had one if I fixed it already, but I never did. The monastery has some, and the monastery's not that far. Being so sleepy. Oh, he woke up when he heard his name. Whoop. I'm sorry, everyone, but I accidentally said my cat's name, and he woke up from his little nap. Please do not crucify me for my actions. What is up, Gizmo? Did you ever figure out how to walk in Gorilla Tag?
Good afternoon.
I'm interested.
Uh-huh.
Fine.
Good luck then.
There you go. See, my armor's all fixed now. It was just dirty. Is the armor dent if damaged? Yes. Battle-worn armor that has seen use will be damaged and dent. And you can repair it to its full use, but cosmetically it will remain dented.
Load the trebuchet! Good health to you.
There was precious little in it, and we could have lost everything.
That's how it goes in war. But God stood by us. And in the end, they're nothing but a bunch of filthy cutthroats. They're sneak thieves and assassins. But does that make them real soldiers?
Well, they're apt to wait till a man nips off into the bushes to relieve himself, lifts up his chainmail tunic and stab him in the back. Personally, I'd rather face a proper soldier.
Because you know just who you're up against. That's probably why Toth is giving us such a hard time. Take care.
Let's hope Pebbles doesn't reach the Chad treatment.
I'm honored that you should come.
How are things with you?
I'm worried.
How's that?
I couldn't say. I just feel it in my guts. Like when you eat something bad and you have to keep running to the outhouse. Or maybe... Take care now.
For cinematic's sake, I feel like I should use St. George's sword. God damn. They're just gonna be yeeting trebuchet shots at that castle. God, this is gonna take forever. But if this is what it takes to load a trebuchet, this is what it takes. What? There was already a rock in it. What? Dude, Sir Divish is so upset right now.
Divish said...
Sir Divish.
Sir Divish said you tell me what happens next.
Aye. We're going to watch Istvan shitting himself.
That's all?
For a few days, at least. So if you have anything to attend to, now's the time. Just don't forget to come back. I'll be with you.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Someone tell Artorius that he's behind on the stream by a lot.
I've arranged for a priest to come.
Thank you, Henry. Lifting this...
I got hold of a sawbones to...
Thank you. Most of them have already...
We made it in the nick...
We failed. That serpent from Valdic gave us the slip. I should have known he'd had his fingers in it all. If only I could catch him.
Would you kill him?
Maybe. But before that, I'd throw him in the dungeon for a few years. See how much he enjoys it. Still, the best I'll be able to do is logical. Just thinking about it gets my goal. And my arm's killing me. Damn it! Good luck to you.
I'm here.
Can't you see we're still bombarding? You came too soon.
Is something the matter?
A few of them have taken to their heels. If they stop in Kutenberg, I'll be glad enough. But I fear they may have other plans.
If those were the best of Ishvan's men, they could be lurking in the woods. They'll probably wait to attack us at the worst possible moment.
My fear exactly. I won't breathe easy until Toth is hanging from the gate. But in the meantime, I'll be glad to know the woods at my back are clear. Can I count on you?
Of course, Soreboy. Would you like me to bring back their gear as evidence they're dead?
That's not necessary. I trust you, Hal. You don't even have to do the killing, just let me know where you find them and that'll be that. There's no need for you to get hurt in the process.
Take care.
Okay, looks like we're gonna do some bandit camp clearing. Pebbles! Alright, so since we're already facing C, we might as well just... Yeah, let's just go to C.
Yeah.
Tyrion! He's meowing! Oh my god! You're meowing! Oh my god! You're meowing! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Sorry. Whenever I hold Tyrion, it makes me sleepy. So I lay down in the bed for just a second. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Pardon me. I actually had to use all the willpower in my body to not sleep in the bed with my cat. Because pet owners will know this. Everybody that owns a pet will understand this. When you're laying down with your bed, in your bed, and your animal is there with you too, and they're sleeping as well, it's a feeling of bliss. Lowers your blood pressure, makes you feel better, you feel warm. It's just nice to have your animal with you. So I'm laying there and Tyrion's in my arm and I'm like, oh no, I'm streaming, so if I fucking close my eyes for even a second longer, it's over. I'm gonna pass out. So I had to use every bone in my body to get out of bed. And the only reason I'm even a little bit tired is because I just ate. Have I ever watched myself fall asleep? Yes, I have, Octococtor. I have jolted myself awake. I have lucid dreamed. I have done a lot of stuff having to do with dreams. The only thing is, like, the only thing that's stopping me from being able to lucid dream all the time is I have ADHD. So whenever I'm focused on one thing, my mind will jump from one thing to another thing without my knowledge, and it happens all the time. So I'll just be sitting there doing my own thing, and I'll be thinking, oh yeah, you know what, I'm not worried. And then I'll start thinking some more, and then I'll doze off, and then next thing I know, it's the next morning. I think the best lucid dream I've ever had is when I was very vividly remembering, like, I was at PAX South, sleeping in the hotel. Oh, some bandits. I was in PAX South, sleeping in the hotel. And the first thing I started thinking of was, man, hot MILFs. I was actually thinking about this. I was thinking, like, guys, it's a lucid dream. Oh my god. Okay, let's be quick about this, before I wake up or do something wrong. And I remember telling myself, okay, think of hot, older women, supermarket. And I teleported to Walmart, and there were women in bikinis and thongs in the aisles of Walmart pushing shopping carts. And I was like, yes, 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 yes! And I remember this too, and I don't know how I separated from this, and it was so great. As I walked over to one of them, I immediately looked at the aisle that I was in and went, man, I could really go for some pasta at the moment. You know, the last time I think I had pasta was sometime in 2018, or in 2016. You know, Dad used to make some pretty good spaghetti. He always asked if it needed a little bit of salt. That was our inside joke. It was great. And then I woke up and I was like, no! I had it in my grasp. I had naked older women in my grasp with Walmart. And I immediately started thinking to myself, man, some fucking pasta sounds great right now. And I couldn't take my mind off that. So I can't trust my fucking mind to do anything other than either be, like, spontaneously horny and then spontaneously unhorny in a matter of seconds. Because I'm telling you, it was so vivid. It was so vivid. I saw, like, absolutely beautiful women. and they were all nearly naked. It was so great. And then I immediately started looking at the food in the aisles. I was like, this is great. Like, only me, you know? Only me. I'm the only one that can do something like that. What's that? You have a lucid dream? How can we fuck this up as soon as possible? I don't want to be horny anymore. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I found all of their campsites. The rest of the woods are clear.
That's a relief. Now let's relieve ourselves of this accursed Toth. Goodbye.
Wait until the 2-day bombardment is gone? Fuck it. Needs more salt was a joke I had with my father. Yeah, no, so my dad is a very good cook. I guess he learned it and like used those skills so he could feed me when I went to go live with him. Now, I love my father to death. I'm never judging any of his food. Whenever he makes spaghetti, it's always delicious. I love my father's spaghetti. It's great. He's never made a bad spaghetti as long as I've been around. But every single time he makes some pasta, he will say, I could use a little salt. Every single time without fail, he'll say, could use some salt. So I'm sitting there in the aisles of my dream going, you know, my dad used to always say, could use a little salt. Man, I wonder if he's making some pasta right now.
I'm here.
Can't you see we're still bomb?
God be with you.
But that's just what it was, man. Every time I have a lucid dream, I immediately start thinking, okay, what can I do with this? And one time, I've had like 5 lucid dreams before. One was the Walmart MILFs. 2, I started flying, and it was great. And then 3, Walmart MILFs, again. I don't remember the other 2. But I remember I had it a bunch. Walmart MILFs 2, Electric Boogaloo. Do I prefer MILF Mart or MILF Co? Oh, MILF Mart's funny. I like MILF Mart.
Since Sir Divish's colours still aren't flying over Talmberg, I suppose we'll be attacking.
Just so. That Istvand's a stubborn bastard.
All right, when do we start?
There's no reason to wait. Are you really ready? If you need to rest or anything, we can still wait. You won't have another chance until we've won the day. Or until your final rest.
I have to deal with something.
All right. Goodbye. There's no reason to wait. You won't have another...
I'm ready.
Glad to hear it. We're going to attack on two fronts. The north gate and the west wall, which will scale with ladders. The attack will be split into different stages. Taking the outer walls, the inner bailey, and finally the core of the castle and the tower.
How are we going to attack the gate?
We'll try to do as much damage as we can with the trebuchet first. Keezer claims he can even hit it directly. Even if that's true, we'll have to charge through a downpour of enemy arrows all the way to the portcullis.
Portcullis?
Fortunately, it's wooden, so we'll be able to break it down. But dealing with the defense in the bailey won't be easy.
And what's the plan for attacking the west wall?
First, we have to get men to the wall with ladders, which is no easy matter under fire, so we'll need as many men covering them as possible. As soon as the ladders are in place, our foot soldiers will run up and try to scale the wall. Once a few of them get to the battlements, we should quickly gain the upper hand.
How will we take the battlements?
Either by scaling the west wall, or our men at the gate will help. If they can break through, that is.
And the inner bailey?
That will be tough. Even if we get through the gate and into the outer bailey, we're still a long way from victory. The castle is designed so we'll be like hens in a coop to anyone with a bow on the inner battlements. We'll have to either fight our way through, or somehow get around them.
What about the living quarters?
There, I'm worried most about the hostages. Once we're inside, Istvan will know defeat is inevitable, but we'll still have to fight for each and every room.
I think I've heard everything I need
Why
to
not
know.
make a siege tower? There's
You
not
want to
very
join
many
the
ways
attack on the
into
walls or on
Talmberg.
the gate?
Siege tower wouldn't
Remember,
work.
Many of the Skalitz men will follow you. It could make a big difference.
I'll help with the attack on the walls.
I'm proud of you, Henry. You've changed from an insolent pup into a tough, reliable fighter. And as God is my witness, we will kick those whoresons' arses.
A village lad and an old soldier? This fan must be shaking in his boots.
If he's not shaking, then he doesn't know what he's got coming. Just one last thing, though. No matter how good the plan is, something always gets fucked up. Keep your eyes open and take advantage of every chance. Help your comrades and don't go rushing in where you're outnumbered. We have to take the castle gradually, one position after another.
I'll remember that.
Good luck to you, stripling.
Good luck to you, old soldier.
Good luck, then.
All right. Hanish! Henry! The boys! Hit him with it! Damn politics! There's a guy in nothing but there's a guy in nothing but his jimmies. He's running up there with a damn halberd. Oh boy, I sure hope a rock doesn't hit me in the Why are we over here? Oh, we're going on the west side. Shields for fuck's sake. Nah, I don't know the meaning of the word. about to get shot. Yep. Hope you like Bane poison, you bastards! I could just hit an ally in the back. Achievement, serial killer. Kill 200 people. I'm in a private area. Oh, well. Yoink. I don't exactly know what I'm doing. Just gonna keep doing this. Oh boy, oh boy. Eek! Fuck you and your toes! Those bandits? Oh, damn it. What the hell? How did that miss? I don't exactly know what's going on. Maybe I should head back outside. Oh, damn it, I just shot a soldier! That was in the neck. Oh, I just killed all the people that were right here. All these guys are dead. Yeah, there's Captain Bernard. There's got to be a way to get down there. I don't care if I get surrounded by soldiers, I gotta find a way to help. Hello. Little long distance archery never hurt anybody. Easy. Everybody's fucking dead, but whatever. Dude, that guy's filthy.
Sir, we should give the order.
Let's see if Istvan Toth can worm his way out of this one.
Don't tempt fate, Hanush.
Istvan! It's over! You want us to come and get you?
I wouldn't advise that. Your friend Divish wants to see his wife alive again.
And Sir Radzig? Are both hostages unharmed?
For now, Hanush, unless circumstances change.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. My guest is also safe and sound, but he's also quite keen to go home. I imagine you feel the same way. It's been a long time since you warmed yourself at your own hearth.
I'm in no hurry. I've plenty of supplies here, grand view and excellent company. What more could I want?
Your freedom!
Freedom? Freedom to get an arrow in the back?
Sir, you're all noblemen here. All bound by honor. I give you my word as a knight and lord, and that of my companions. If you release Lady Stephanie and Sir Radzig, you may leave the castle with your men and go on your way unharmed.
And just how far will we get? What good will it do me if your men attack us in the woods instead of here?
If you give me your word of honor that you will leave and never return, I promise you safe passage to the boundary of this fiefdom. What happens after that is up to you and the will of God Almighty.
Very well then, but I want a small safeguard. I'll give you her ladyship, but Radzig comes with me. I'll release him in Skalitz.
Out of the question! Is our word not good enough for you?
Is mine not good enough for you? I swear I'll release him when I get to a safe distance.
I'll go with him, Hanush. Let the Lady Stephanie have her freedom now.
Father!
Don't worry, son. I trust Lord Toth's self-interest more than his word. He wouldn't be fool enough to harm me.
If you're certain, Radzig.
Prepare
Radzig reminds me of Obi-Wan for some reason.
We'll come down.
You heard him. Get to work. And any man who breaks this truce answers to me.
So, are you really going to let them go?
My word is my bond, Henry.
He's a cutthroat and a liar. Good men are dead because of him. What's to stop us from skewering him as soon as he sets foot outside?
our honor.
If you let him go, he'll do the same again. Or worse.
God's justice will find him. Then, you'll get a taste of my mace.
If we break our word of honor, we have none. And without honor, we are nothing.
Wise words.
Never fear. Your father will be all right.
We'll hunt down those vermin yet.
Divish's purse is
Bring the
going
horses.
insanely fast.
Here she is, as I promised. Not a hair on her head harmed.
Divish,
Stephanie.
forgive me, husband. I'm sorry
For what?
for letting them into the castle.
Come now, my dear. You're not to blame.
I didn't know who he was. He said he was your friend.
Never mind. Did he hurt you?
No.
I hope your word can be trusted.
Certainly more than yours.
If everything goes as agreed, I'll set Radzig free in Skalitz. If anyone tries to follow us, I'll kill him.
We won't.
My apologies for keeping you from your father, but you'll see each other soon enough. Oh, I almost forgot. Your sword. I expect you'll want it back after all the trouble you went to. Actually, you know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
I look forward to it.
I really wanted that sword back.
Quick! To the battlements! We have to see which way they go! Oh, they really are heading for Skalitz. Mount up, Henry.
You've heard what he'll do if we follow them.
We're not going to follow them. We just have to collect your father. Or do you want him to walk back here when they release him?
Oh god, I hope we get that sword back. That sword is so important.
Yeah.
What will you do now?
Not long ago, I only made plans 3 days ahead.
Okay. Okay. Hey, balls.
He's a noble, right?
Yes. So am I.
So Radzig will be there.
He's slightly slower than my jogging distance. No.
The way you found Tom, sneaking into Brannick all on your own. Well, what I mean is, hats off to you, Hal. You wouldn't
I have to keep pressing shift.
Truth
This
is,
sucks.
I didn't think much about it. I just felt I had to do it.
Hanush, the fuck are you doing here?
What should I say to him?
Don't worry, it'll come to you. You'll see.
Well, I just hope he'll be there. Alive.
Look, I'm already outpacing him by like a lot.
What do you mean?
How long have we known each other? A few weeks?
Something like that.
Before that, I was chasing wenches around Rattay and you were digging turnips. And now look at us. A pair of veterans.
I was an apprentice blacksmith, not a turnip digger.
Same difference, you silly bugger.
I'd say being a blacksmith is a lot better than digging in the ground. That's what I'd say, at least.
There's no sign of them. Move on.
Yay! He's okay!
Glad to see Istvan kept his word, sir.
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Well, we kept our word too. And now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men as he. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to say to each other. Let's go!
God, Sir Hans's armor is so pretty. I love it.
You alright, Father?
I am. They treated me quite decently. Although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
It looks like it's all over.
Not by a long shot. It won't be over until we get this mess cleared up.
And catch that bastard. How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him? Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
No, of course not. But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Honor?
Honor?
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
And where's the honor in abandoning your son?
You know how it is. We were young. It happened. And I couldn't marry a commoner. Then your father, Martin, came along and took care of both of you.
Well, he knew it.
What? That I was your father? Certainly. He was a great man. He took you as his own. And always kept an eye on you. Of that you can be sure.
I know so little about his past.
He told you nothing? Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many adventures, even fought in a war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland, I believe. And I don't think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
He spent some time in Prague, then settled in Kuttenberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite fit in.
It was in your blood, I suppose.
I lost the one thing I had left from him. Your sword.
Ah. The sword. It's not my sword. It's yours. For a moment there, it was so near, yet so far. Oh, well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but just then I had something else on my mind.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. And then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it. I'll never forget his face. Or his name. Marquardt von Aulitz.
Those are noble intentions, son. But don't forget there are other things in this world that are worth living for.
Like what?
Look around you. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls. Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside. Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did. But it's better not to dwell too much on that.
I got another phone call.
At the cost of those other things.
Hello? Hey, what's up?
On the subject of steeds, I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's that?
2 up.
Yeah.
One day I'll tell you how they got their seal. You can take the front.
1 in 5? Okay. Sounds
It's
good.
like I always imagined it would be, teaching my boy to ride.
All right,
Although
Mama.
it would be better if you were a little smaller. My word, it's all go today, isn't it?
Okay, Mama.
Who this is?
I think
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know. It's Margrave Jobst.
Love you too.
The king's cousin?
Bye-bye.
I wonder what he wants. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Oh, what? We never get the sword back? Oh, there's an epilogue quest? Okay. No, there's an epilogue quest apparently. I'm very glad that everybody is okay. I was gonna be super upset if Radzig died. But they do have a point. The word of a noble is supposed to be as valuable as the money he uses to pay his servants. Like, nobles, you don't lie as a noble. A big deal. At least Pebble survived? Yep, same horse from the beginning of the game to the end. What is this song? What is this song? I like this game. This song is definitely copyrighted, so that's gonna be fun to deal with. rating of the game? Oh, like an 8 out of 10. It would have been a 9 if I didn't need mods to fix some stuff. But, yeah, no, game was pretty fucking great.
You're doing well, son.
Father.
Come now. You know who sired you.
That doesn't matter now. I miss you, Amar. I miss you very much.
You'll be fine. We're proud of you.
For what? I let you down. I lost the sword. I let that bastard get away.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could have done to save us. And someone has to live and carry the torch. As for the sword, it's just a thing.
You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me.
Standing up to evil isn't the same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right. I have to leave you now.
Oh, please.
You know I can't stay.
Will I ever see you again?
God knows. Make her proud.
Don't go.
Oh, don't go. No.
What on earth were you dreaming about? I couldn't wake you, and it's well past dawn. Sir Radzig wants you at the upper castle. The lords are in council with Jobst.
Right. I'll go straight away.
Yeah, Henry's a noble now.
What is it?
It's just... I don't know how to address you anymore. All of a sudden you're Sir Radzig's son, hobnobbing with lords and ladies. And here's me, as common as muck.
Oh, give over, you idiot. Do I look like a lord to you?
Not really. You're as much a lord as I am a nun. And I've never looked good in a habit.
Get out of here. Or I'll have you clapped in the stocks.
You're in a private area. I'm in my own room. Alright, cool. We're in the epilogue now. Still got all my gear? I still got all my gear. That's good.
Yeah.
See, what's cool is that you can be a lord with a shitty reputation, but I chose to be a lord with a good reputation.
Oh, Hal. Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am.
You're filthy.
What about Istvan?
I assume that we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
My lord.
He's still filthy.
Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Radzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
Me.
Question is, which king?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur. That King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's
What is
in
with the
his
mouth
temperament.
animations?
Cares
The
only
crap.
for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed, but to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost.
Who's calling me now?
There was nothing I could do to
Hello?
stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Berghoff, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Berghoff is on your side? Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghoff, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts, and now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghoff know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, your grace, King Wenceslas languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like Skalitz? We have to put a stop to this senseless war!
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of
play League
terms
of
with
Legends?
them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Berghoff at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Berghoff would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Kuttenberg to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft the letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
Jesus Christ. Why did that take so
I expect
long?
It would be best to write it in your name as Lord of Lipa.
Quite so, Margrave.
What exactly am I to write?
Oh, what isn't really the issue? The question is how.
So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes. I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Berghoff is no saint.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be traveling as Lord Capon's bodyguard. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Berghoff tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
Very well. Bergov is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
Whether they plan to take action against them or support their efforts.
You read my thoughts, sir.
I don't want to talk about any of these. I hate politics.
That's about all.
Very well. Take the letter from Sir Hanush. And good luck, son.
I hope I don't inherit that fucking nose hair.
So what do you think of it all, sir?
Or not the nose hair, that lip mole.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Kuttenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
You've completed the main storyline. If you like, you can still embark on side quests and activities, or just wander the world. You can end the game anytime afterwards by writing off the map with Sir Han Capon's squad.
Come now, Hal. My men are mustered in the courtyard. We can get going.
Go do it. Let's finish. Let's finish this up.
So, can we set off now?
Of course.
So, to horse! The Lord of Berghoff is bound to be waiting us eagerly.
Where you go to become a member, you press the join button. Well, I'm gonna be honest, you guys. This was a good fucking game. I'm gonna miss that courtyard. I probably dumped maybe 7 hours in that courtyard alone, getting everything to the right level I wanted it to be. I'm gonna miss these hills. I'm gonna miss picking flowers. I'm gonna miss putting strength stat by picking up flowers.
He explained it.
I'm gonna miss
All will
Farkle.
be well, I think.
Glad to hear it.
This is a good
It's
game.
far more acceptable for a nobleman to befriend a noble bastard than a blacksmith's son.
Mind you, don't come to blows with a blacksmith, my young lord. What do you think about Sir Yobst and his plan?
Well, I admit all the scheming has me a little lost. I thought Sigismund was the devil, Wenceslas a martyr, those on his side the heroes, and those against him the villains. I believed we'd rescue the king and all would be well again, but now it looks a lot more complicated.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't expect the noble lords to be as noble as the angels, but I hadn't expected such a sewer. They behave like children.
I can't fathom how after all this backstabbing they're somehow still on speaking terms.
I don't know either. Beggar's belief.
How much time have I put into this game?
Did you know that King Wenceslas
82
is
hours.
Such a
Feckless drunkard? Not really. And to be honest, I'm not sure I wanted to know. I slept better believing my fate was watched over by a wise and powerful monarch.
So did I.
What a dismal world when you can't keep trust in your own king.
On the other hand, times were better with him here than with him gone.
Isn't that the truth?
What do you think of Sigismund?
If I were him, I'd have had enough of my brother even sooner.
But he's a monster. Look at what those hordes of his are getting up to here. What he did in Skalitz.
True enough. On the other hand, if Wenceslas and Prokop hadn't double-crossed him, none of this would have happened.
No one forced him to burn Skalitz.
That's a fact. But he couldn't let them shit all over him either. Not that I'm defending him.
He's a weasel.
No doubt about that.
This is a really, really good game. I dearly look forward to a sequel. I would like to see more of Henry, though.
A thing or two about him.
Why?
Last winter, a certain Sir Jan Sokol of Lamberg, a well-known knight, or robber baron to some, tried to occupy the city of Iglau, which was on the orders of none other than Prokop.
And what has that got to do with Hannes?
Well, he was there with him. Of course, that's not something to brag about in front of Jobst.
And what was it all about?
They wanted to occupy a city that was on the side of the League of Lords, but despite there being several hundred strong, they didn't take it. For one thing, they couldn't get past the Iglau women, with their pitchforks and cauldrons of hot water.
I would never have thought of Sir Hannes as such a rebel.
And have you heard anything about Rupert of the Palatinate?
A little. He can't manage even to wrest power from a king who doesn't much care for ruling and isn't fighting back. That doesn't seem like a man who has what it takes to rule. And that's all I need to know.
And that Berghoff we're going to see, do you know anything about him?
I haven't heard much good about him, but I have a feeling that some other nobles are quite in awe of him. And his castle is apparently quite impressive. I'll be interested to see for myself.
What are we, riding around the damn map? Where are we going?
And what about the League of Lords?
Wealthy, pompous. The king doesn't seem to like them much. He's chosen to let the lesser ranks of the nobility into his circle, men like your father. I admit I don't blame him one bit. But the lords weren't happy about their lost influence, so they put the foot down. If I were Wenceslas, I'd have let them hang after they abducted me the first time. But he gave them seats at the provincial council? Little wonder they're back in their old tricks.
Thoughts on my next single-player game? I might do Yakuza 4. I don't know. I do not know. It is a shame we never get that sword back, though. I was really invested in that storyline. I'm gonna miss this game. It's a good game. I think more people should play it. I think more RPGs should head back to this style of game. Because for the people that were here for the first stream, if they remember, I almost stopped playing it. The very first fist fight I had with that fucking dickhead at Scarlet's, I almost stopped playing this game. And it's gonna weigh on me for a long time that, like, man, 82 hours. You almost gave up on 82 hours of greatness. Or, well, actually, more like 75 hours, because fuck the monastery mission. That was terrible. But, like, imagine, I would not have had this great game to spend so much time on if I had just gave up at Kunesh. But I didn't. I persevered. I made it through. I brewed some potions. I got in fights. I lost some fights. I got some swords. Got some maces. Lost some swords. Went gambling. Just had a great time. Easily an 8 out of 10. A game like Kingdom Come, but with Mordhaus combat? Oh, I'd play it in a second. It'd be rad.
How about it, Henry? Can we go? Are you ready for this?
Of course. At last I'll get to see more of the country and have a bit of an outing.
Quite.
I got the achievement, Virgin!
Let's get to it then. I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile. We're helping to save the king.
Instead of saving his drunken majesty, I'd rather find that whoreson who murdered my parents, get the sword back from him, and skewer him with it.
Cheer up, Henry. I have a feeling you'll get your chance one day, and it won't be long in coming. Forward, men! Audentes fortuna juvat!
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Henry not getting a crumb of pussy the whole game saves countless lives. This is what zero pussy does to a motherfucker. Alright, let's see. There it is, right there. Stay celibate and complete the entire game as a virgin. And now I'm going to go to my profile. See my achievement showcase, catch the tuna. I'm gonna edit that. Kingdom Come Deliverance, Virgin, Catch a Tuna. These two achievements conflict each other. Well worth it in my book, I'd say. Well, Kingdom Come Deliverance, if I was to give it an actual review, is one of the best RPGs I've played in a very long time. And now, that doesn't mean that it's like, oh, it's good because it sucks, or it's good because it's hard, or something like that. The thing about Kingdom Come is you are fulfilling a role here. You are going through from one position to entirely another. So let's compare it to one of the other best RPGs of all time. Just in terms of like role playing. I'm not going to compare it in terms of like things they did right. Just in terms of how they execute it. Otherwise, that's not really fair. So, let's play some music first. So, in Fallout New Vegas, one of my other favorite RPGs of all time, in Fallout New Vegas, the courier starts at 0, or really 555, or whatever you want to set his special to, whatever. The courier is not a complete fucking idiot. The courier can be goofy and perhaps lack the information needed to achieve something that he wants to get done. But the courier can hold a gun and he can do certain things, and he's not a complete moron. The courier can do things that Henry cannot. Henry can't do anything because his role is that of nothing. He is a blacksmith's son. His skills pertain to the forge. That is his role. As Henry goes through the game, Henry abandons this role and enters a new role. But in order to go from one role to another, he has to completely become something new. And that's difficult because he doesn't have he doesn't even know where to start. Like Henry can't even parry correctly until he gets told how to parry. In Fallout New Vegas, depending on the perks you choose, depending on the abilities that you have, and depending on what you pick when you level up, the courier can be just about anything he wants to be, which it does very well, but the courier also can be nothing. So like, let me explain it like this. In Good Springs, if you want to get Easy Pete's dynamite, you have to have enough explosives to get Easy Pete to trust you with his dynamite. That's the only way for that to work. So you are fulfilling a role of, I want to be the explosives master, and as an explosives master, I pass the checks that have to do with explosives. When it comes to Henry cannot pass any strength checks until he levels up his strength. Henry cannot pass any tournaments or fight anyone with a sword until he knows how to use a sword. These are things that are done very, very well. But the downsides of like Fallout New Vegas is you cannot max out everything. In New Vegas, you can't be good at laser weapons, regular weapons, melee, speech, medicine. You can't be good at all of those. There is a level cap. You will eventually be like, all right, I can't do that anymore. But Henry is a different breed. Henry is pretty great. Henry starts off at 0 at everything, and there is no limit to what you can't do, to what you can do, if you put the time into it. In Fallout New Vegas, let's say you want 100 speech. Your speech doesn't get better by using more speech. You can level up speech by shooting bandits. You can level up speech by shooting legionaries. You can level up speech by leveling up, period. That doesn't happen with Henry. With Henry, if you want his speech to get better, you have to talk to more people. You have to fail speech checks. Henry has to get better at speaking, and then he can do that. He can do that. Henry can do that. That is the beauty of Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's what I adored about playing this game from start to finish. Henry, and I keep saying this, and I'm gonna keep saying it until the end of time, because it's the best way to sell someone on this game. Henry sucks. Henry is not good at anything. But he can be great at everything. The thing about Henry is, even though he starts from absolutely nothing, you can make him great at absolutely everything. And that is a telltale sign of a fantastic RPG. Vampire the Masquerade does that very well as well. In Vampire the Masquerade, experience points go directly into skills. And they can do like anything. And to my knowledge, there's enough side quests and enough things going on in Vampire the Masquerade where you can have a pretty great character in almost everything, but not everything. In New Vegas, you can do every quest in the game. You will be capped out at a level. There is a level where the courier can't go any farther. I believe it's level 50. It was 15, but not anymore. I don't think. Maybe. I'm not sure. The point is, you can't do everything. And by a balance case, it's like, yeah, I understand that I can't be the best at everything. But if you practice everything, you should be able to get better at something. So Henry, he may be a great swordsman. He may be a fantastic swordsman. Nothing is stopping Henry from being great with the mace. Nothing is stopping Henry from being great at alchemy. Nothing is stopping Henry from being great with animals. It's about how well you teach Henry to do his things. And that is the telltale sign of a great RPG. You are filling a role, and Henry's role is a blacksmith's son until he becomes a knight. Henry doesn't have to be good at everything, but the fact that Henry can be good at everything is amazing. I haven't seen or played an RPG in a long time that will actually let you enter this role with no problems. When I played Vampire the Masquerade, there came a time when I couldn't do certain things, or I reached a point where I was done. But in Kingdom Come, I was only limited by my patience, which is just fantastic. I am not an incredibly patient person, but I do like to explore. So that's why I kind of skipped a lot of side quests and skipped the monastery and did a whole bunch of stuff, because I'm not very patient. But telling me and giving me the ability to move on and go from 0 to 100, not metaphorically speaking, like literally speaking, going from 0, the blacksmith's son, to 100, a nobleman's son, you enter an entirely different form of role. And what comes with that role are the skills that you take with you. And through sheer perseverance and patience, you can take all the skills that you want to with you. That is the telltale markings of a fantastic RPG.